Well, people, I'm sure by now as an adult, you know that words matter. Yes, words do matter. And today at the White House, the president, he signed for a renaming of the Department of Defense to a Department of War. That shook me. I had to go back into the recesses of my brain somewhere in history, like Pearson. I think it was called that before. And yes, it was. It used to be called the Department of War. As Trump says, we became woke, so we changed the name. But it bothered me. You see, because with this climate that we have, well, you know the wars that we have going on and the wars that we have unannounced here on our shores. The economic wars. Let's just keep it real. It bothered me because it was announced also that today Trump signed his 200th executive order. Now, I don't know where he fits in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's number one in that many executive orders in a short period of time. But I digress. 200 minus 365, which is how many days in a year, leaves you 165. What if I told you June 14th is the 165th day of the year and that's his birthday? Come on, man. It's all about him. You mean to tell me he did his 200th executive order today? Yeah. It's all about him. And what if I told you this name change is about him and Obama? I've said to you guys in a few videos that in the year, January 20th of 2017, when he first became president, he had a Tiffany blue box in his hand, him and Melania, and they issued it to Barack Obama. I believe that was symbolic of the Phoenicians, their colors saying, we're going to hold down America, and here's the first half of your present. The second half of your present will be the purple rain, not the R-A-I-N, but the R-E-I-G-N. I'm going to hold this thing down. I'm going to have it gift wrapped to you with a big, nice bow tie. When you get America, when I give it back to you after I'm long gone, you'll be grinning from ear to ear. So today, again, Trump signs executive order to rename the Department of Defense to the Department of War. I want you to watch this, and I want you to think about and ask yourself, who's the change for? Because I believe there's an unannounced declaration of war. And it's so strategically done. And it's so elusive, yet it's in our face. It's deception. The trade war, with the illusion that the other countries will pay millions, if not billions of, who knows, trillions of dollars next 10 years. In the meantime, we suffer because we pay the difference on that. Do you understand? That's war. That's cold. That's reality. We're being set up, people. And as small as this might be to some people, because you watch this channel, you're going to get the real deal. And the numbers are going to blow your mind. Check it out.
Number of executive orders for your attention, sir. Okay. From 1789 until 1947, our nation won some of its greatest military victories under the direction of a Secretary of War operating within a Department of War. Today, with this executive order, you will authorize the current Secretary of Defense and the current Department of Defense to once again embrace this great lineage and once again be named the Secretary of War and the Department of War.
So this is something we thought long and hard about. We've been talking about it for months, Pete and I, and Dan. Dan came into the fold. By the way, a great general. He headed up the, I wouldn't call it an attack. I'd almost call that one maybe even more than an attack. What he did with Iran, you saw the success of that operation. It was perfect. In fact, this was sent to me by the great company that makes that particular B-2 bomber, and it was flawless. It was actually flawless. They flew for 37 hours back and forth, and there wasn't a bolt that was out of condition. There wasn't an engine failure. There was no problem. It was a perfect attack, and it knocked out any possible nuclear capability for Iran, which nobody wanted to see, and we weren't going to put up with. So great job, Dan. And we've been talking about this Department of War. So we won the First World War, we won the Second World War, we won everything before that and in between, and then we decided to go woke and we changed the name to Department of Defense. So we're going Department of War, and I'd like to ask our Secretary of War to say a few words. Pete Hegseth. I think it's a much more appropriate name, especially in light of where the world is right now. We have the strongest military in the world. We have the greatest equipment in the world. We have the greatest manufacturers of equipment by far. There's nobody to even compete. And you see that with this and so much.
So he spoke, then Hegseth spoke, and then this gentleman spoke. You might remember him. Check this out. Here he is, right here. Should be coming up now.
Words, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President. It's a true honor for me today to represent the incredible men and women of America's joint force. Today and every day, the 2.8 million service men and women stand ready to fulfill our sacred duty to protect America at home and abroad. As the President said, America's military is the single most powerful fighting force in the world. The mission.
Now, what I want to do is go back. I just thought of something that I did back in the day with that gentleman there.
8 of 2023
I want to show you guys something. He had his fingers up just like George Bush in the part I Pet Goat 2. It should be right here. Check this out. We're going to make this real simple. Elephant, I Pet Goat 2, George Bush. Look at his fingers. I said, look at his fingers. Look at his fingers. Watch. You see him? You see him? Okay. Remember this? June 21st of 2025, Situation Room. They're in the Situation Room. You know who that is? Mr. Raising Cane. They made the decision to go after Iran. Okay, look at his hands. Look at George Bush. June 24, 2012, the animated short film, I Pet Goat 2. That's when it came out. June 24th, 2012. That's George Bush. Look, June 24th, 2012. June 21st, 2025, we went after Iran. We bombed them. The difference is 47-45. 12 years ago, 362 days ago, that's when they came out with this George Bush, I Pet Goat 2. You tell me they don't do future past, baby? Come on, man. Look at the math. 12 years, 360. Look at that. 47-45. You think that ain't Trump? People, these are once-in-a-lifetime decodes. I will put this in the description. Let me get back on the beaten path.
All right. Okay, next.
3E. 88. That's 888. E is the fifth letter of the alphabet. Plus 3 is 8. That's 888. Didn't Trump erect 2 flagpoles 6 weeks ago, 88 feet tall? Everything's about him, people. Isn't this something, people? Wow. Let's break it down. World War II ended September 2nd, 1945. It began September 1st, 1939. Take September 1st, 1939, World War II. Today's date, 9/5/2025. The difference is 4488. You should be screaming. Our last major war, World War. Are we headed to WW3? Look at the numbers. 9/1/1939. Boom. Subtracted from today gives you 4488. Barack Obama's the 44th president. 88 has got to be Trump. People, sometimes I just want to cry when I do these videos. The stuff that God be showing me before I show you. And you can see what's really popping up beyond the big loud talk in the cell. It's deception. Why are these numbers coming out like this? Barack Obama's the 44th president. And you know who 88 is. Come on, man. Then look at this. From August 7th, 1789 to September 5th, 2025, it was named the Department of what? Defense. Now they changed it back to Department of War. So August 7th, 1789, Trump's birthday, his last birthday was 6/14/2025. The difference is 444, ain't it? 235 years and 444. 4 and 4 is 8. What is 84? Barack Obama was born August 4th. Also, you got 312. What is 312? Didn't Trump beat Kamala Harris? 312 votes in the Electoral College? Somebody scream, come on, man. Then look, August 10th, 1949, Department of Defense, named that day. August 10th, 2026, anniversary. Today is 9/5. They changed the name back to Department of War. What's 11/5? That's the day that Trump became president, election day. 8/10, 1949, again, Department of Defense Day. Subtract that from Trump's birthday, 6/14/2025. The difference is 75/44. What is 75? The 75th day of the year is March 16th, 3/16, like John 3/16. 75 is sacrifice. What is 44? Barack Obama's the 44th president. People, something's coming. Then look, January 25th is when Pete Hegseth became Secretary of Defense. Now it's 9/5, Secretary of War. The difference is 3/16, 3/16. Sacrifice. Pete Hegseth's birthday, June 6, 1980. June 6, 1980. 8/10, 1981 is the anniversary of what? Of Department of Defense. The difference is what? 165. The 165th day of the year is June 14th. That's Trump's birthday. We're going to have to Terry, baby. That was the last words up there, Terry. Not spelled properly, but we're going to have to Terry. We're going to have to hold on and endure till Jesus comes. I'll put this one video in the description. It's mind-blowing, ain't it? 4745, right in your face. 4745, and now you got 4488. I'm Friend Shy Pearson. I pray you enjoy the videos. God bless you. We'll do something live soon. I'm gonna keep on it. You enjoy the work, go to my site, click on my portrait right here, click on my portrait, and then go straight to more, click on more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. Help support the channel any way possible. I appreciate it. Also, you can mail a love offering. I appreciate it. And thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. All those who have helped me out, keep me going strong. Just going to endure until the end and keep reporting. Information, revelation, and salvation. Sounds beautiful, don't it? It's real. We're one step closer to the Lord's second coming. You see what they're doing. They got a war machine going on. And the numbers don't lie. That's their plan. But guess what? The war was won on the cross through Christ Jesus. Somebody say hallelujah. Thank you, people. God bless.